Hi guys. When we last left, we had created some code to make a bomb hurt a player. Let me turn off the enemy. Let me bring in a bomb so I can test that a little bit more thoroughly. So under bombs, there's a red bomb. Red bomb prefab. I'm going to put that here. That's not bad actually. Where are you? Maybe bringing him out of the ground some. Hit play. My player should take a boatload of damage. You should see my health bar go down. There it goes. Great. Here's the problem. A little bug here. Something we have to deal with. If the bomb is on the other side of the wall, it shouldn't hurt me. It should not hurt me. But right now, it does. Which is messed up and requires us to improve the explosion controller, which, by the way, should be here inside the bombs subfolder. The explosion controller. Here we go. So what am I going to do? I'm going to write a little private method to test if there's a wall between me and the target, me being the explosion. Check wall. This is going to be reused when we do robot damage, so I'm writing it as its own little method. We are going to use another raycast, which basically is going to shoot a little temporary line between two things and check if there's anything between the two. Maybe I actually use the line cast variation. I'm going from a specific start to a specific end. The start is the location of the explosion. The end is the location of the target. And we write out space info to kind of do a pass by reference update of the raycast hit object. It's all wrapped in an if statement because it only returns true when there was actually something there. If what we found was the collider that had the tag wall, remember I tagged all the walls, then we can definitely return true and say, hey, there's a wall, man. If that didn't happen, we can safely return false. If I wrote all that right, I can now say, hey, if you're close to the bomb and there is no wall, then you can take damage. Let's see. No damage, no damage, no damage. Hey, my guy got knocked over a little bit. We could go fix that in the explosive force physics controller stuff, but that's a lot of work. We're going to skip it. I'm okay with it. Okay, so next up is destroying a robot. We're going to have multiple robots eventually. Let's bring one in. And let's temporarily set him to 0 speed just because that's going to make testing blowing him up a lot easier. Let's bring our bomb here, and I'm going to test two things at once. One, robot doesn't get hurt. Two, I get hurt. Great. Let's hurt this robot. He's tagged with nothing. Let's create a new tag called enemy. And we'll tag all the enemy robots with the same tag. Tag, enemy. Now we can write some pretty simple code. Game object array enemies equals game object dot find game objects with tag enemy. That gives me all my enemies. And then for each game object e and enemies. So for each enemy, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to write code very similar to that. We're going to, one, a couple things. We don't have to recreate a variable called d if we already have one. Two, we're checking that little indentation here. We have to check if the wall is between the E and the explosion, where E is the current enemy. If that's the case, we should do some stuff. For now, let's just destroy E. Honestly, I probably did that way fast, so here's the code. Okay. If everything works out, my red enemy should go bye-bye, and bye-bye he went. All right, cool. Now I want to do some ragdoll physics instead. How to build a ragdoll, how to build a ragdoll. 1, we need a new copy of the original Robot Kyle prefab to mess with. And we can call it Robot Ragdoll. 2, we need to do a 3D object, create ragdoll. And we have to basically drag all of the parts of this ragdoll into that list. Yeah. Here we go. The pelvis is actually best represented by the root, the absolute root of the object. The left hip is what they call the left thigh joint, close enough. The right thigh joint would be the right hip. The left knee would be the left knee. The right knee would be the right knee. The left toe would be the left foot. The right toe would be the right foot. The left upper arm would be the left arm. The left forearm is best I got for elbow. Right upper arm is that guy. Right forearm is this guy. Middle spine. Actually, I'm going to call that what they call the hip. I know there's some words that are confusing here. I'm just going with something. Put the head where it says head. I think it's pretty important to put the mass pretty high. I'll put the mass at, I don't know, 120. Like the robot should be heavy, so he's not thrown. Remember, we made our explosions quite powerful. Let's see. I want to know what this strength parameter is about. So, Unity, ragdoll, strength. What the heck is that? Ragdoll wizard quickie. Anyone got a heads up on the strength option? Wow. Yeah, thanks for nothing. Come on. Note strength. Yeah. Pretty lame. Total failure. Fine. Let's just leave it as is. Here's our robot ragdoll. Let's create a prefab, put it in my assets, robot ragdoll. Let's take a look at him, by the way. Moving forward a little bit. Hit play. You can see he kind of just falls over. I'm going to blow him to smithereens. And he landed over here. Oh, yeah, I'm happy enough with my ragdoll. Okay, I'm going to delete this one. The point here is that we need to instantiate the ragdoll as soon as the robot dies. Public game object ragdoll prefab. Let's drag that into our explosion. There's our explosion. Here is our ragdoll prefab. And then here I want to instantiate that ragdoll. The position should be the position of the original robot. It starts with the name of the thing to instantiate, which is the ragdoll prefab. Next we have the position, and next we want the exact same rotation as the original robot. Cool. Hit play. And if everything works out, that little robot, yeah, well, you know, these are ragdoll physics. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time improving it. I'm happy enough with that. He's funny. If you walk over there, he's still there. Wait, where'd he go? There he is. You kind of kick him around and stuff, or bounce on him some. Kind of funny. Great. Cool. All right, so with that, what we got? We are pretty happy. We can make a few different robots, give them different color bombs to throw. Let's play my game with just one. I mean, it's not really hard to create a couple different robots, is it? You know, I should change what kind of bomb to throw and other stuff, but I'm lazy. And we should hit play, and we should be able to play the game a little bit. You know what? They all have speed of 0, which is really lame. Set their speed back to 3.5. There they go. Aren't they supposed to throw yeah, there they go. Oh yeah, that guy's gonna get hosed. Or not. There we go. There's a ragdoll flying in. He's a goner. All right. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah. Augment this with a little bit of in-game code to check if it's the last robot that died or if you died, and you can finish it off.